Well, hello YouTube, this is Mohammad Badruddin back again with another video from Tryhackme, and I'm going to solve today the room from Tryhackme, and the name of the room is Crack the Hash. And this is gonna be very interesting and very important in terms of penetration testing, whether an organization is using a good hash algorithm or not to maintain the integrity. You guys might have heard about CIA, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And this framework or this standard always used by the organizations, whether it is a small organization, medium, or large. So, what is CIA? It is actually confidentiality, integrity, and availability, as I mentioned. So, confidentiality is an assurance that your data cannot be read by any unauthorized entity or by any threat actor, right? And to maintain the confidentiality of information, we use encryptions and we use encryption algorithm, so that if any threat actor or any adversaries get information, so they cannot actually read the information. The second term is integrity. So it is an assurance that your data cannot be altered by any unauthorized entity. So means if threat actor get your data and get a chance to alter your data, suppose that you already encrypted your information. Now if someone get that information and threat actor or adversaries, they cannot read your information because it is encrypted. So maybe they alter the content so that the authorized party cannot get the correct information. But how the authorized party will come to know that this information has been altered? Because of the hash. And before this, I wanna describe a bit about availability. So availability is an assurance that all the authorized resources can be accessed by the authorized entity. Fine. So that's been said, I will come on the hash and what is hashing. So hashing is defined as a one-way operation that accepts an input message of any length and generates a fixed length output. So the output that is generated by the operation or by the function of hashing or by the process of hashing, that output is known as message digest or hash. So the question arises how the input gets changed or how that hash is generated. So we use hashing algorithms or hashing functions. So whenever your input data pass through that algorithm, it is converted into the message digest or hash. So take any message, run it through the hashing algorithm, and the output should result in a fixed length hash. So there are two things which is most important. The first one is the input data can be any length, right? And the output has a fixed length. So the process of hashing is one-way process, but again, the cyber security or information security is not a process which you can conclude. Every day we will find new exploits, new vulnerabilities, and adversaries. They use tons of resources to crack the hashes and breach the security boundaries for organizations, right? It could be any organization, government or private or anything. So that's been said, we have many algorithms in the picture like MD2. This is very old. MD4 also old. MD5 also old. SHA1, SHA2, SHA2, 256, like this. Tons of algorithms we have. So I will show you all those algorithms, not all those algorithms, but whatever possible I can show you, I will show you during this room. So this is gonna be very interesting. Fine. So now we know that okay, whatever input we give to the hashing algorithm, that input length could be like a paragraph or like one line, or it could be a word, right? Or it could be one character only, but the output of that algorithm is gonna be fixed, and that generated output is known as hash. Fine. So let's join the room first and come here. So before going to solve the lab, I wanna give you some resources from where you identify the hashing algorithms, that which, because to crack the hash, it is first and foremost requirement that you must know which algorithm is that. If you don't know the algorithm, you won't be able to get the input, right? So there are resources. I will show you the online and offline resources. So the first thing is hash identifier, which you can get online and offline also if you are using Kali distro. So it's already there, right? The second is hash analyzer. The third one is gonna be crack station. This one you can use actually to crack the hash. Also it will give you the type of hash. Fine. Also you can use CyberChef. Fine. And there is one tool which is known as Hashcat, and during this room we will use Hashcat tool also. So Hashcat wiki, and I will show you all these things here. So the first thing is hash identifier. So hash identifier, as you can see here. So now we have hash identifier. Okay. Second thing is we can go there. Let's say hash identifier, right? So you can identify the hash, right? The second thing is hash analyzer, which is right here. And the third thing is Hashcat wiki. So example hashes, and this is very good resource for the Hashcat wiki, where you have tons of hashes here, and you can identify the hashes from here, and you can use it in the Hashcat tool with the Hashcat tool, right? You can see. So we will see how we can use this. Fine. And last but not least, CyberChef for this room. So this is the CyberChef, and from GitHub you can clone this repository to use locally. Now back to the lab, and we will take the first hash here. So as I mentioned before, that the output hash or the output value is gonna be the fixed length. So MD5 is 32 characters length. So if I come here, let's say echo and paste the hash, and then let's say wc space -c, hit enter. It's saying 33, but actually we should use a switch which is space -n, and paste that here, and wc space -c, hit enter. And as you can see, this hash contains 32 characters. Now let's go back to the hash identifier, and let's paste that hash here and hit enter. And as you can see, possible hashes can be MD5 or domain cached credentials. It could be MD4. So we will go with the first possibility, which is MD5. Now go back to the online resources and come here, just paste the hash value and click on analyze. And as you can see, salt not found. I will come on the salt later in the level 2, because I'm going to make this video in two parts. The first part is level 1 and the second part is gonna be level 2. So as you can see, there are two levels, level 1 and level 2. So if we see the hash type, it is MD5, and let's try this here, hash type identifier, and just paste that hash here and submit and identify. And as you can see, this is your hash, and possible algorithm is gonna be MD5. So MD5 is algorithm, and this is the clear text. Easy. Fine. Now come back here, and as you can see, this hash also contains 32 characters. That means it is MD5, and the hash mode is 0. So when you are going to use hashcat, so I'm gonna clear this and I'm gonna create a file, let's say hash, hit enter and just paste that hash here, save it and clear this. So let's say hashcat space -m. So the hash mode is 0 for MD5, and then the file in which you paste the hash, which is hash, and user share word list, seclist, and inside seclist there is a password directory. Inside password directory there is one more directory which is cracked hashes, and inside cracked hashes this is gonna be the word list, Milworm dictionary.txt. So I'm gonna hit enter and the process for hashcat is going to start. You can also use rocku.txt, but rocku.txt is a very long file, so maybe you have to spend a lot of time to just crack this MD5 hash. So as you can see, hashcat did the job and we got the clear text form of that hash, which is easy. So it's confirmed that the answer of this is easy. Now I'm gonna submit, and as you can see, the answer is correct, right? So now it's time to see the next one. So I'm going to copy this, come back to the hash analyzer and just paste that here, click analyze, and as you can see, the hash type is SHA1 or SHA128. Okay, so hash type identifier, let's just search it again and we paste the hash and hit submit and identify, and as you can see, it is SHA1. So it means we found the same result from two different sources. Now I am going back again to the hash identifier and I'm going to close this and open it again. So hash identifier, hit enter, just paste the hash, hit enter, and as you can see, this is also saying that this hash is SHA1. There is one more resource which is very good, which is crack station. So I'm going to open the crack station and in this list, yeah, I already write crack station. Okay, so crack station is open or not? Fine. Now here I'm going to paste the SHA1 hash and just try to crack it. Oh, it's saying mountains or hills. So this, and okay. Fine. Now crack the hash. And as you can see, the hash type is SHA1 here also, and the result is password 123. So crack station already give us the password. We can again go back to the terminal, clear nano hash in the same file, and I'm going to delete this and just going to add the new hash, save it again, and again I am going to use the same dictionary, same file as a Word file, and the file name is same, but this time because we don't have MD5, so this mode is gonna change. So for this, come back here, and this is the SHA1. So SHA1 also have the fixed number of characters, and its mode is 100. So I am going back and just input this 100 value. So hashcat will understand, okay, I have to crack the hash which is SHA1. So hit enter. Let's see, space hyphen show. Yeah, I already cracked it, so that's why it's giving me this. So otherwise, once you crack it first time, it will take a bit time, and then it will give you the password. So password 123 you will get from here, also password 123 you will get it from here. That means it is gonna be copy and come here, paste it here, submit, and this is the correct answer, right? Because while penetration testing, maybe you will get some hashes, some password, but in the form of hashes. So at that instant, it is very, very important to know how to crack the hashes and how to identify the hashes, right? Okay, the next thing is, again, I'm going to copy this, come back to the hash analyzer, and this time I'm going to paste it here. And this one is SHA2 and 256. Come back to the hash identifier, search again, come here, paste it, include all possibilities, hit enter. And as you can see, it is also showing that this is SHA 256. It could be this also, but this is the first preference. Fine. Now let's try crack station. Maybe crack station can crack this hash. So I'm not a robot. Crack the hash. This is SHA 256. This is the hash type, and the result is let me in. So this is the plain text. I'm going to check it here also. So just paste the hash. This is the new hash. Hit enter, and as you can see, this also gives you the hash type same as the online resources gave you. So now we are confident that this hash type is SHA 256. Now we can go back and we can crack this hash. So again, I'm going to clear nano hash, hit enter. Actually, I already cracked these hashes to save the time, so that whenever I run the hashcat, it will not take much time to crack. So just paste the new hash. Where is it? Copy, come back here, paste it, and save it. X and clear. So now before executing the hashcat command, we need to know the mode of that hash, which is SHA 256. So go back to the or there is another way. You can also search it on this website, and you can also search it on the terminal. So Control F, and here I am going to write SHA 256. You got it here. There are two SHA2 algorithm, but this one with the password salt, but we need this one. So 1400. Come back here and let's say 1400. Hit enter, and again, because I already cracked this hash, so I just need to show you. And once you do, it will take a bit time. So to just save the time, I already cracked all these. Show let me in. So this is the same value which we got from the crack station. Now the second question is how you will know, because I got the hash mode from the website. Now if you can't access the website, how you will crack it, or how you will know it? Clear hashcat space -h, right, and grep, let's say SHA 256, hit enter, and as you can see here, SHA 256, SHA 256, but all these with the salt, we need without salt. So it could be 2 - this, like this. Nope. SHA 256. It should be so 1400. Fine. Okay, so I'm going to submit the answer, which is let me in. So let me in, hit enter. Okay, now this is again, and this is the complex one among all these questions. So I'm just going to copy it, come back to the hash analyzer, paste it here, and let's analyze it. So once we analyze, we find the hash type is Bcrypt, which is blowfish encryption. And let's see here also what we got from this resource. Include all possibilities, submit, and as you can see, possible algorithm is Bcrypt. So this is the very important thing which you should understand, that as you can see, our hash is started from $to $y. So $2 is the fixed one for the blowfish, and after 2 any character could be here, and then again $. So once you see this kind of hash, so most probably it is gonna be the Bcrypt. So okay, go to the crack station, and let's see this time crack station can crack it or not. Crack the hash, and as you can see, unrecognized hash format. Fine, but from here we can search Bcrypt, and as you can see here also, so this is gonna be the Bcrypt, and its hash mode is 3200. So come here in the hash identifier, and I'm going to open it again, hash identifier, and I'm going to paste that hash. Come on, let's take this, copy and paste it here, hit enter, nothing. So now in these kind of cases where the hash algorithm is complex, at that instant the big beast we should unleash. So clear again hashcat, the first thing we need to actually copy, so nano hash, and just delete all these and copy the new hash, which is this, save it. Okay, so cat hash, hit enter, and as you can see, we got this here. Again, I already cracked this hash to save the time, but once I did from the rocku.txt word list, it took approximately 3.5 hours, right? And once I use another list which is belongs to sec list, this list, it took approximately 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So if I say 3200, which is the hash mode, and hit enter, and as you can see, it's saying that you already cracked that hash, and you can see that hash value in plain text with the -- show switch. So I am going to use that, hit enter, and the value is blah. So come back here, let's say BLEH, hit enter, and yeah, this is the right answer. Now this is the next one, so I'm just going to copy this, come back here, paste this, analyze, and this is MD5 or MD4. So how we will know this is MD5 or MD4? This is a bit confusing. Clear? I just wanna first show you how many characters are there in that hash. WC space -C. So 32 characters. So where I see 32 characters, I think it could be MD5 or MD4, because both of these algorithm have a fixed output of 32 number of characters, right? Let's go to the hash identifier and we will paste that hash, hit enter, and it's saying MD5 again, and here it's saying MD4. So let's go to the crack station and we will see whether it can crack it or not. So crack the hash, and yeah, so as you can see, this hash is MD4 and its value is eternity 22. So copy this, come back here. You can try it on Hashcat also. I already show you 3-4 times. So paste that and hit submit, and as you can see, this is the correct answer. So that's it for the level 1. I will come back with level 2, and in the level 2 we will see the salt also, and we will understand why salt is included with the hashes and how it works. So as you can see, there is salt with the hash value, there is again salt with the hash value. So what is actually salt, what is the concept, and how it works, and how you can crack it. So that's been said. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.